Hello, I'm Smits for the Capital Network. Joining me at the World Business Forum in Sydney is renowned psychologist and leading authority on emotional intelligence, Daniel Goleman. Daniel, welcome to Sydney.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Now, Daniel, you are well known for your work on leadership and also emotional intelligence. Can you tell us what makes a great leader and how do we become one?
Well, I think there are three marks of an outstanding leader. One is that they are able to focus on themselves and know what they're feeling, how it's affecting their performance. They can manage themselves well. It starts with leading yourself. Then they're empathic. They can focus on other people. They can read an organizational. They have relationship skills. So the second focus is on others. And the third is on the larger surround, the systems within which you operate. That allows you to articulate a vision or a strategy. But once you have the strategy, you need to manage your people well. So I think that's the mark of a great leader, is being able to put those three things together.
And Daniel, how do leaders influence and how can we become more influential in our own lives?
I think that the ability to influence, which is, by the way, one of the competencies of emotional intelligence, the foundation of leadership, has to do with being able to tune into the person you're with and to understand how they think, understand how they feel, understand what they care about, and then use that to put what it is you're trying to persuade them or influence them on in terms that make sense to them, that work for them. And so it's being empathic, essentially.
Certainly, and in the business world, everyone, of course, wants to be successful. Leadership and influence are two of those methods. But what are some tips and tricks that you have for the everyday person who wants to be successful in their own lives?
Yes, so what we find are the marks of success in terms of the world of emotional intelligence are first looking inside, being aware of what's going on with you, tuning into your own values, tuning into what you're starting to feel, and managing that well. So you're able to know yourself well, manage yourself well, and the third is knowing other people, empathizing, tuning in, understanding, well, what does he feel, what does she feel, then using all of that to be skillful in your relationships.
Okay, and Daniel, final question. Can you give us an example of a leader that you think is doing a particularly good job or one that you may have found inspiring in your own life?
Well, those are two different leaders. I know the CEO of a company in America called Salesforce, Marc Benioff, and the company is growing by leaps and bounds. They do CRM with cloud computing, and he also has a philosophy of 1-1-1, 1% of profit, of people's time, and what's the third P? I forget. Anyway, to charity. And that gives people at his company a sense of meaning and that this is a great place to work. So people feel all the better about working there. And the second, who's inspiring? I'd say the Dalai Lama. That's who I want to be when I grow up.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for all the inspiration this morning and enjoy the rest of the World Business Forum here in Sydney.
Thanks so much.